sports. It's in the game.
You've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whack, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Today.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end, as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Murray now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy off the play fake.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
That's caught inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It'll go in the books counts as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 31 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming up, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And here comes a return from just beyond the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Murray going to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deommodore Lenoir.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Fights off the defender. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
On first down, it's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Gets around him. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the...
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this point?
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Danny Gray
from 17 yards out.
And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is 42-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes and
oh my goodness, he loses it again. And now this is scooped up by the 40. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Purdy will throw for it.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Here's Murray. forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. So we've hit halftime here in...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Murray off play action. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Danny Gray.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners just continue to roll.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Flushed out right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Murray now running right on the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Murray now to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for
touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. To throw, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football. Because
taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
it certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
31 yards.
And the 49ers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. On 1st down, Purdy. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get him 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase to the left side and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. throwing here. Purdy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. possession. Stafford. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. A 77-yard punt return. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Rams punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taken at the 37. Oh, he shifts past him.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
And this one too low. You look at this Niner defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. Shifts by him. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is 42-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 3rd and 2, Stafford.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. He's going to let it go again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Final play of the half, Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle as time expires in the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are pouring it on.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Back to throw, Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, his second sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fielded at the 20. And bulldozing his way through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
18 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Purdy.
Flush to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Niners extend their lead yet again.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A throw over the middle taken in. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this will be taken at the 13. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Purdy.
Touchdown, 49ers. Ronnie Bell, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Purdy will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their four-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The football going back to the Rams now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing is Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is no good. And they will remain well behind. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
This is caught inside the 15. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
They go play action here, Purdy.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw is Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken around the 12. Pushing his way through. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for San Francisco,